It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Minneapolis. On the return, here's Gibson. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback will sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier. You're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find an aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Look to throw. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
So that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down from the gun. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Went after trying to get run by Riker. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Riker set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He goes out of bounds on the return.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down, play action. Buying some time right. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Back to throw now. And this one is launched downfield. Full extension, and he breaks it in! It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
Yeah, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
And it couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Man in motion here. Back now, pressure coming. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Completed to his running back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's up the 1st. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
45-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. He's going to have this one down to the 28. Hitting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He tucks it and takes off. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Cougar 19. Check, Bobcat.
Back-to-back carries here. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp, because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Ready? Bronco 80.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs, the 3rd downs, and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Return connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down and 5. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones on the mounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop the hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the gun and give to Hill. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone will love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Setting up to throw. This one's caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. 4th down, pass coming. He brings it in. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Going with Bigsby here. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He keeps it himself. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. This time looking to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Vikings 10.
Project
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits his running back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
And the Vikings.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Bigsby. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
In 2nd and
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. He's going to throw this one. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
To the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to have this one down to the 20. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They're all set now. 1st and 10. Carry here for Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And this is going to fall incomplete. He made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end, so now it's 3rd down.
So it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
It's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Bigsby runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Eagles.
So So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
Vikings 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Vikings out of their hurry-up need everyone back to the line. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Looking in the air here. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Okay, this quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
70 range, 70. Set.
Throwing here just before halftime. Look at that power, deep left side. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Handoff here for Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. One's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now it's Bigsby. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This is Bigsby. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Again, it's Bigsby. The stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage. It sets up your play action. It keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. That's going to be sniffed out quickly. Shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he got what he could there, calling it about 4 yards on 1st down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Connecting on the slant. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Slot man motioned over. Trying to throw this from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there, and that extends their lead to 14.
Makes the score Eagles
Had the lead at the break,
24.
and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Miles Price. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Me.
They'll throw it here. Cutting deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Birds got to it.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Sending him on the dive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They were running again with Bigsby. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They give up the guts of Bigsby. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, but got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running backs because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they don't get the kickoff, and that's going to back them up 5 yards. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Goes right back to Jefferson. Complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's a gain of
An
8.
8 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Let's
line.
play now. Completed to his running back. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Makes the grab and bounds left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go, set. Go.
They're going play action. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked out by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to come to an end right from the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Dive play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This is brought in by Coleman. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 43. There's a dive up the middle. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Blowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 7, come next one. Pass to 11. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Vikings get there. They're going to win this rep. A couple of really good plays, Brock. Being back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panthers 6.
Low back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I'm not having fun anymore. Guys. Oh, man, I can't believe this. Not even a play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Check. Go. Go.
A give up the gut to a body conduct. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Undercook.
No throw, 3rd and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paying for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis.
29-yard line.
Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Another one to Addison. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Amani Kanda now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Completed right side to Addison. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Give him 13 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Has a big strike to Addison. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
First thing that you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open as close. So the single guy or 2 is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. gets the handoff. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Viking 18.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official?